Okay, y'all, let me know if y'all can hear me okay. I don't have a microphone or anything. So just let me know if everything is cool. I also have this plug here, and I don't know if it's too loud. So let me know if we are good before I start, going on my rant. Today, y'all, I'm going to be ranting. I got a lot that is on my heart to say. So, yeah, we're going to do a 1-2 today. What's up, y'all? Can y'all hear me good? I'm good. I only see one person saying I'm good. Is it good for the rest of y'all? Okay, that sound is good. Okay. All right. So I want to start off by saying that I appreciate all of the love and the support that I get. Okay. I don't want to make it seem like I'm not grateful and make it seem like I don't have a purpose behind what I'm doing or it's all just in vain. I don't want to come off that way, right? However, I would be extremely dishonest and disingenuous to make it seem like I'm not looking around and taking heed to the fact that when it comes to both men and women, we are all giving up. Shout out to my girl, Lucky Marie. She had a live stream that she did a few days ago, and she went off. And I believe that that live stream that she did is now for members only. So if you all want to go and check that out, sign up for her members only content and check it out because I found her live stream to be very insightful. Um, it was troubling the things that she was hitting on and the things that she was saying, but she didn't lie. And she brought up a lot of valid points and frustrations that a lot of us can encounter and go through. But the things that she said, it really hit home for me because I am in the quote unquote sector or niche to where we are trying to call out certain things and bridge the gap and bring men and women together and so on and so forth. But at any rate, shout out to Lucky Marie because she is somebody that did inspire me to touch base on what I'm going to touch base on today. And like I said, I will be going slap the fuck off because I am seeing the wedge. I am seeing the divide. And I am seeing how a lot of people can start to give the fuck up and say, this shit is trash. It's over. What are we doing? I don't give a fuck about y'all no more. Right? So just to give y'all a little bit of the backstory, on what Lucky was talking about, she was pretty much in the bag of, I feel like a lot of this is in vain. She said, I don't give a fuck no more. I don't care if y'all women find husbands. I don't care if y'all men find wives. Like, fuck the black community in particular. Y'all are just fucking trash. Like, she was really going off. And I could feel her. I could feel her frustration. I can feel her pain. I can feel her passion even. And the love. And if you are not in tune and if you are not really tapped into the energy, you would take what she said as a slight or disrespect. But me being a divine gamekeeper and also being in the sector or in the niche to where we are trying to do certain things and it does start to feel like it's in vain, I found and I felt and I saw the passion and the love behind what she was saying. What she was saying came from a place of love, passion, compassion, wanting things to change, wanting better, and feeling like it's pointless, you know? And as somebody, you are, to where I'm very brutal in my delivery. I'm very no nonsense, very cutthroat, right? Being that person, I know that I can possibly turn off a lot of people, women in particular, because I am going to be the woman that is going to call us out. I'm going to be the woman that tells us the honest truths, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. And in the midst of me doing that, I can also rub men the wrong way. And that's something else that Lucky brought up. She was like, she feels like she's in the position to where it's like, damn if I do, damn if I don't. Because by you trying to be somebody, they can be honest. They can be real. They can be authentic and call things down the middle. Even with you being on a certain position of calling out this the most, right? So, for example, my platform, I try to bridge the gaps and get things in alignment and get things back into the rightful order by going on the position of holding quote unquote women accountable, because I do see a lot of the counterproductive and highly destructive behaviors and lifestyles and ways and actions that a lot of women can possess and women can do and live out. And by me being a woman and me being oftentimes in a position to where they were coming at me sideways, making it seem like the things that I was calling out and the things that I was doing was not right, I really started to go in on the women. Like, girl, please, we are so discombobulated and fucked up as women. No, we got a lot of work to do. So with me being a woman and me oftentimes being on the receiving end of a lot of women's bullshit, leading us astray, teaching us the wrong things, promoting the wrong things, indulging in the wrong things. Yeah, I'm calling you out, sis. But at the same time, and this is where I really felt lucky with what she was saying, at the same time, in the midst of me calling out women, being more on that position, and it looking like, oh, you hate women. It looking like, oh, you're only caping for these men and you pandering for these men, and I'm fucking not, right? But in the same breath of me doing that and taking that stance and position, to where it could look like, oh, she's calling out women the most and she hate women the most and she make it seem like these men ain't shit. I'm still real enough and authentic enough and transparent enough to call men out on their bullshit too. Because there's a lot of fuck niggas too. I'm never going to make it seem like, oh, the men are perfect or, oh, the women are perfect. No, it's shit on both sides. I've had men come at me sideways. I don't need no bitch speaking for me. I'm a grown ass man. And I'm not trying to speak for you, sir. I'm putting things out into the ethers, if you will, so that other women can understand where the fuck you coming from, sir. I ain't trying to speak for no grown ass man. I know you got a mouth. But honestly and realistically speaking, a lot of women don't even want to fucking listen to other women. So you know damn well when it comes to a man opening up his mouth and telling a woman, oh, you know, you need to do this and this is how we feel. They don't give a fuck. So excuse me for trying to be a voice of reason and maybe deliver the message to the women from a position or from a standpoint to where they would be more receptive, because they still ain't trying to hear me. It is not until very recently, you all, to where women are feeling the pains, the effects, the struggle, the strife of having to do life alone, fend for yourself, by yourself. The economy is fucked up. Men checked out and done. Everybody talking about it's over. It is not until very recently to where women will kind of sort of hear me out. And while I am very grateful, like I said, y'all, this is why I wanted to preface this by saying that I am grateful, and I don't want it to come off like I'm saying, you know, I don't feel like what I'm doing has meaning, or, you know, y'all ain't shit and fuck. I wanted to make sure that I got that out, because at the same time of me being appreciative and me being grateful for, you know, the love and support and respect that y'all give to me, it's still this battle. It's still this back and forth, though, to where it's like, what's going on here, though? Like, that's a real thing. And a lot of people in my position can start to feel away like, what the fuck? I'm actually trying to help you. I'm actually trying to look out for you. And when you're not a pick-me pandering bitch or a pick-me pandering ass nigga, yeah, you're going to be called out, quote unquote, on both sides. That's where I felt lucky and where she was coming from. It's like, yeah, I'm going to call out women, and I may call out women more and the most because I am a woman, and it's not enough. It's not enough of us, sis, doing that. And if a lot of the women out there like me didn't have the right mentality, if we didn't have men, this is where y'all go really, she picked me, she pandered. If I didn't have solid ass men around me in my corner, if I didn't have my brother, RP to him, if I didn't have my husband, salute to him, if I didn't have my father, I had a father growing up. If I didn't have solid men in my life, in my corner, I would be so fucked up. Especially listening to a lot of the women around me. That's where my passion comes from, sis. It's not because I hate you. It's because I know the damage that you could have done to even me, sis. You could have fucked me up. So damn right, I gotta take a position and a stance. And you're fucking right, I don't hate men. And the reason why I don't is because of the men that have been around me, the men that have raised me, supported me, looked out for me, put me in a position, and it's no shade, sis, but the men around me put me in a position to where I'm better off than a lot of y'all who tried to give me the quote-unquote fucking game, right? So that's why I can't sit here and hate men all day. That's why I can't sit here and say, oh, men ain't shit, and all men do is no. That's not my ministry. That's not my experience. And even though I have encountered my share of fuck niggas, I cannot let them override the solid men in my life that have done the greatest by me. So I can't fully rock with you like that, sis. Right? But I'm saying all that to say, when I'm being real and I'm calling it how I see it, and I may not be on the quote unquote side of women, or I may not be on the quote unquote side of men, I get it from both angles. And you can feel like, man, fuck all of y'all. You can. You can absolutely start to feel like, man, fuck all of y'all. You bitches ain't shit. Fuck y'all. Y'all don't want to listen to y'all somebody's grandma's age. And you ain't got no real fucking retirement plan. You ain't got no money. You struggling. You need help with your fucking kids. Now y'all want to listen. Oh, and by that time, you're not a good catch. But the whole time you were savable. Yeah, I said it. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. At the age ranges or in the times in your life so where you are savable, you know what you was doing? You was going back and forth on the fucking interwebs with bitches like me. These pick me bitches. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. See, they just ain't lived long enough yet. Now here you are. You live longer than me, sis. You've had more experience, more dick than me, sis. Ain't that what the flex was? Ain't that what the whole premise and the whole basis behind I don't know what I'm talking about was? Oh, you ain't had enough niggas. You ain't fucked enough. You ain't been around enough. So you don't know what you talking about. Okay, now you do. Y'all gotta excuse my passion and my anger. My frustration. My passion, please. But since now you do. You have more dick than me, more life experience than me, right? According to you, you've lived longer than me. You got all of these different things working for you. And look at your ass now. Coming back to the quote unquote table, saying the same shit that my non-dick having, non-experience having, pick me pandering bitch having ass has been saying for the past damn decade. What? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, ma'am. You mean to tell me it took you 11 different penises, 11 different baby daddies, 11 different relationships, situationships. It took you all that to circle back around to say the same shit I've been saying? Now you feel me? Now you support me now. Now I see where you was coming from. You know, women like Danica, they not so bad. Like, I don't even feel like that no more. Like, I really rock with that message more than what I'm hearing, what y'all saying with the sprinkle shit. Really? And it's such a bittersweet pill, baby. It's such a bittersweet pill because it's like, damn, congratulations, sis. I'm glad you on board. Maybe other women around us will be able to peep game and listen to what we gotta say. But as far as you are concerned, ma'am, I don't know. It might be too fucking late for you, sis. It might be. It might be too damn late for you, sis. And you probably did so much fucking damage with your message to where your own message that you are now speaking against is overpowering you. Damn. Cold game. You know what's a cold game, y'all? A cold game is when you have built up something that is bigger than you, more massive than you, more destructible than you, and then you reaching a epiphany. You come to a realization and you're like, wait a minute, y'all, stop. Don't do that. I know that that's what I was standing for before, but that's wrong. Come back over here. Go this way. It's a tsunami down there. Tornadoes. Volcanoes. Come back. Go the other way. And they like, bitch, no. It's giving struggle love. I ain't turning back around. Bitch, the only reason why you trying to turn it back around now and speak against your message that you built up is because, bitch, you struggling. You broke. These niggas don't want you. But me, we are not the same. What's happening to you ain't gonna happen to me. A lot of young women feel that way. Y'all did so much fucking damage. Now your own message is bigger than you. And you can't turn around. You can't clean it up. You can't say, oh, my bad, my fault, y'all go the other route. You can't. It's like, bitch, please. You just a weak ass bitch. But you don't really believe what you're saying. And so, and that's the diabolical part. The horrible part about all of it is that they don't even believe you speaking against certain messages that, you once maybe stood for. They don't even believe you until they reach the same level of misery that you've reached. And now it's like, oh, damn, I don't think the bitch was lying. They don't realize that what you were saying was facts and not some hating ass pick me pandering shit until they have reached the age and the stage in their lives to where they realize, bitch, I am not the exception. Everybody think they got the best pussy. Everybody think they the baddest bitch. Everybody think they gonna always have all these options and rotations of different niggas. Everybody thinks that. Especially while you young and popping. Then you finally reach a level in your life to where it's like, damn, these niggas really don't want to take me serious like that. I'm just something to fuck, yes. But you're conflating you being attractive with you being wifey material. You're conflating and confusing you being sexually appealing and enticing to a broad range of different men that, oh, I got options of husbands to choose from. You don't. And nobody realizes that until it's entirely too fucking late. Now y'all see the writing on the wall. You know why? Because you want to hit the fucking wall. And y'all want to make it seem like hitting the wall is a myth. They're just making it up. No, it's a real fucking thing. It is. You can't go up. It was a TikTok that I watched. Lord have mercy. I gotta find it. I'm gonna find it. Thank you so much, Sydney. Let me see, can I find this TikTok? Sydney says, hey, beloved, love your real content. Been listening. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Shout out to you for being here. Thank you for your love and support. Thank all of y'all for being here. Okay. But thank you so much, Sydney, because you didn't have to give me no money, but you did. I appreciate it. Now, let me see, can I find this TikTok, y'all? It was a TikTok video of this girl talking about how women always feel like they have bigger and better options. Let me find it. Damn. I'm gonna find it later, y'all. Because I believe that TikTok video. Oh, here it is right now. So look, man, it popped right up. Hold on, look at this. I'm in tune. Let me download this, and I'm gonna share this with y'all. But this video I'm gonna share with y'all in a second is it illustrates perfectly what a lot of the women do, and then they get so up in arms and so frustrated when everything comes crumbling and tumbling down. Okay, it downloaded. One moment. And y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Okay, this is some real shit. They don't like to promote shit like this on YouTube, especially on no live stream. So help us out. Okay, I gotta export it. Okay, let me export, and I'm gonna share it with y'all as soon as it get done. But hear me out, y'all. A lot of us were led astray by other. Let me rephrase this. A lot of us women were led astray by other women. And had we listened to those women, ladies, and I know y'all watch me from the damn high grasses, tall grasses, shadows, dark holes in the wall, black holes and shit, the clouds, I know. So you don't gotta pop out in the comments right now. Just listen to what I'm saying, sis. Y'all know damn well a lot of us. Okay, it exported. Let me airdrop it. And I'm gonna get on the men too. Give me a second, y'all. That's why I'm saying it's over, and I can understand how a lot of people can start to feel away. Now hold on. Okay, there it goes. Okay. And I'll read that in a second, Tokyo. But let me cook for a second. Hold on. Show and finder. All right. Because I got to paint this picture for y'all. Is this it? Yes. Okay. Let me share my screen. And then I want y'all to tell me, can y'all hear this? First of all, let me read what Tokyo said. Okay, he probably cooking. Tokyo said so a geriatric pregnancy, aging, hot girl summering, multiple STI having, airports worth of luggage having, super entitled chick is looking for brothers to save them. How about hell no? Whoopsie. And that's how a lot of guys are feeling. That's how a lot of guys are feeling. It's like, bitch, now you want to understand? Now you want to get it? Now you want to come to the table? Now you want to do your role and do your part and play your position? Bitch, please. But hear me out, okay? And before I continue to cook, can y'all make sure that y'all can hear this video? Can y'all put a 2 in the chat if y'all can hear this?
Husband store? What is this?
She said, husband store, what is this? Put a 2 in the chat if y'all can hear that. But you're right, Tokyo, and thank you so much for your $10. I appreciate you. Okay, I see the 2s. But Tokyo, this video that I'm going to play for you in a second, it's going to illustrate what you just said in your super chat to a T. All right? Give me a second. I'm going to cook first. For all of the ladies out there that are watching from the tall grasses and from the clouds and shit, I know you don't like me. You can't be caught dead over here. Only the real solid women show up. Salute to y'all. You're brave. But y'all know damn well that a lot of us were led astray and taught wrong by a lot of the women out there. And had we listened to them, a lot of y'all did. Had y'all listened to them, y'all would have been fucked up. You would have been a multi-baby mama. You would have been a pass-around chick. You would have been somebody that was stranded, stagnant, stuck, destroyed. A lot of y'all are. Because they told you to have a whole phase. And the whole phase turned into the whole life. Your whole life is a whole life. A lot of them taught you, keep a roster, keep a rotation. And in the process of you trying to have a roster and a rotation, guess what? You fumbled your husband who was in the midst of that roster and rotation. Oh, what you talking about, Nika? Well, it was solid ass men that you were trying to rotate around in a fucking circle who did see a promising future for you, who did want you. And you know what happened? He saw you. Y'all think y'all so fucking slick. He saw you, sis. He saw you outside with Sean, John, James, Paul, Dick, Greg, Billy. He saw you outside like, damn, bitch. Here I am trying to court you, trying to get to know you. Because this is what y'all say y'all want a man to do, right? You want a solid man that's marriage minded, that's serious. Here I am. But damn, bitch, who is that? Who is he? Who are they? Multiple is plural. And he said, you know what? This bitch she clearly not serious. Let me spare my time. Let me spare myself. Let me remove myself. I'm doing too damn much. Clearly this bitch don't take me serious. So what the fuck am I out here courting for? And she got a whole basketball court full of niggas. Court for what? That was a bar. I hope y'all caught it. Men got tired of courting y'all when you got a whole basketball court full of niggas that you rotating through because they taught you. Peep game, sis. They taught you. Don't you ever settle. Always keep you a backup plan and a backup man. They taught you that shit. And had you chose just one, not 3, not 5, not 10. Bitch, not even 2. Had you did that, you could have had one solid ass man in your life to where you don't need a backup plan. He is that. Because he has you in his plans. He got a plan for you. All you needed was one, sis. You could have had one solid ass man in your corner that could have completely demolished and obliterated every last nigga in your rotation and roster. He that solid. That one man worth 20. But oh no, the sisterhood taught you what? Never settle. Why have one when you can have them all? Ash, catch them. Y'all was some Pokemon hoes. Gotta catch them all. And in the midst of you doing that, you catching what? Bodies. You catching what? Babies. You catching what? STIs, STDs. What did I just say in the super chat? You catching everything but a fucking solid ass, stable man. All you needed was one. And what just blows my mind, sis, is how y'all can know this, y'all can experience this, y'all can see this, and y'all still have the audacity to question me and why the fuck I go so hard and why I'm so passionate and why I make everything about what the women do. What about what these men do? What about, bitch, what about? What about you being set backward by the same woman who is trying to empower you? How about that? Like, I just don't get it, sis. I don't get how you can have all this fucking smoke for a woman like me and no smoke whatsoever for the women who set your ass back. While they were teaching you and telling you that I was doing that. Yet, had you had listened to what the fuck I was saying, you would have been a lot further ahead. And like I said, it's bittersweet because it's like, yeah, I'm glad that you rock with me, sis. I'm glad that you feel me, sis. But damn. Now though, it took you all this time. Now I'm gonna say it, and I don't mean any harm, but it is what the fuck it is. Because the truth don't need no explanation. The truth don't got no fucking feeling. Now for a lot of you, you ain't her. You're not. And you can be the baddest, the most sexiest of all women. You got too much attached to you. You are not ideal. No thanks. For a lot of y'all, it could be too fucking late. But y'all don't want to be that honest. Y'all want to be that real. When you talk like that, oh, you just pandering and you just hate women and all this other bullshit. No, this is facts. So for the life of me, I don't understand how a lot of women can have all this energy for me and none for these bitches who set y'all up for failure, who got y'all stuck. Because again, no man checking for you, sis. They don't want you. You may just be a good nut to bust. That's it. That's a harsh reality. And you know what's sad, sis? Women set you up for that reality. Because they told y'all to operate and maneuver like real niggas. For crying out loud, y'all couldn't even, operate like a man. No, a lot of y'all are not trying to be men. Y'all trying to be real niggas. And now you set up for failure. Shit, I borderline would want you to try to be a man versus being a real nigga. Because at least a solid, mature-ass man, masculine man, at least he gonna have his life in order. Yeah, be like that, sis. But no, y'all want to be the most gully of niggas. Nah, I'm going to fuck all these niggas. How they be trying to fuck us. I'm going to be out here savage like these niggas. Y'all ain't want to be like solid men. I would almost want you. I would prefer for you to be a solid ass, masculine, grown ass man than the real niggas y'all be trying to pattern yourselves after. But peep game, that's what the women told you to do. And y'all think I'm not finna come through passionate and heated, going the fuck off, calling you out? Bitch, you out your mind. And yeah, I called you the B word because that's what the fuck y'all call me. This bitch. I can't stand bitches like this. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna call it out. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Thank y'all for being here, Impromptu Style. I got a lot to say. Because the sad reality is, it is over. It is over for a lot of y'all. And even when you have women out here like me, like Lucky Marie, who do want the best for you, who do have a lot of passion, and you know what I'm saying? You can start to feel like, damn, these bitches is a lost cause. Everything is a lost fucking cause. That's the thing. Because why did it take you all this fucking time? Why did it take for you to fuck up the whole relationship, dating climate, and pool for you to get your act together? Why did it take for everything to fall apart, for you to be struggling, for you to be down and out? Why did it take for you to reach this point for you to be like, oh, okay, I'm on board? And that's what Lucky touched on in her video. Go and check her out. It's for members only now, but become a channel member. Shit, because this shit is not for the weak. This shit gets hard when it's the same old tired ass bullshit. Lucky said, bitch, you're 45 now. Now you want to come and do this and do that. Bitch, fuck you. It's over for you. You can reach a level in your life to where it's like, man, it's over. What's the point? Y'all done fucked up everything so badly to where you have men out here that's like, man, I don't even want no wife. I don't want no woman. I don't want no kids. And I got that video coming for y'all. All right. I should have it up for y'all probably tomorrow or something. But a lot of men don't even want kids no more. The fuck? And it's going, you know what's sad? It's going beyond just the economy. There are men out here who have the money. They have the means. They have everything in their life that they quote unquote need. But they don't have a woman that is going to match their energy, that's going to match what they are quote unquote bringing to the fucking table. You're not worth it. So no, fuck you and them kids. It is men out there today that's like that, y'all. And it's so sad. You know, and when I try to come through and even speak to that and highlight certain things where it's like, man, I get what y'all are saying, brothers. I feel where y'all are coming from. Can I entirely relate? No, because I'm not a man. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I at least, again, tried to be the voice of reason to where I could convey over the message to women to where they could kind of understand better where y'all are coming from. But then when you do that, it's like, oh, you know, you got these fuck niggas coming through. Or maybe you're not a fuck nigga, but you got these niggas coming through like, oh, this bitch trying to step on our toes, and I don't need no bitch speaking for me, and I don't need no bitch helping me with this. But nigga, fuck you and these bitches then. You do reach that point. Because you are coming from a place of love. You are coming from a place of passion and compassion, of trying to bridge the gap, trying to gain the understanding, trying to give the understanding, the understanding, the overstanding, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You do. You reach a point where it's like, what the fuck am I doing it for? If niggas gonna be against me and bitches gonna be against me. Not to call y'all niggas and bitches, but y'all know. Okay, please. Let's not get so offended. Y'all know where I'm coming from. You do reach that level. So we're like, yeah, fuck it. It ain't even that deep. I got and you know what's wild to me? One of the heaviest critiques that I get or I have gotten from a lot of these ancient ass bitches, I always get the response of, bitch, ain't you happily married? Don't you got your husband? What the fuck you worried about us for? What the fuck you trying to do this, that, and the third? If you so happy, bitch, mind your business. Bitch, there is a such thing. This is how I know a lot of you bitches is trash. There is a such thing as you wanting to reach back. Notice I didn't say reach down, because I'm not even trying to make it seem like I'm above anybody. There is a such thing as those of us who got it, who want to reach back and help you. But since a lot of you bitches out here ain't shit, and all you really concern yourself with is getting ahead and making sure that you're in a certain position in your life, and you really don't give a fuck about other people around you, you just can't fathom the idea. You can't fathom the notion of somebody else giving a fuck about you or giving a fuck about other people when they seemingly already have it all. Because if you were in that position, you would just be laughing at these hoes. You would just have your nose turned up at these hoes. You would just be rubbing it in their face. Oh, look at me. Look what I got. Look what you ain't got, bitch. I ain't helping y'all. I ain't giving y'all the game. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. I ain't shedding no light on this. That's what it really be. Excuse me for giving a damn about you, sis. Excuse me for really wanting to help you, unlike your good sisters out here who's just teaching you to be a prostitute. That is the equivalent to what a lot of these women that y'all actually rally up behind and support, and you feel like she's a divine feminine woman and she got the game on lock. Yes. She's setting you up and teaching you to be a hot paid hoe. And your rebuttal to that would show. Oh, let me watch it. Your rebuttal to that is, well, at least we getting paid. And y'all wonder why we sit here and say it's over. It's nasty work. Well, at least I'm a high pay hoe. I mean, if I'm gonna be a hoe, at least I'm gonna be a pay hoe. And now y'all not even that. It's that bad in the field. All y'all divine femininity coaches that taught y'all to be high paid hoes and escorts. All of them that you got your game from. Yeah, don't listen to them pick me bitches like Danica, aka the woman who's speaking logical sense. All them bitches who gave y'all the game plan, who gave you the life lessons on how to operate and maneuver in life as a woman. All that shit is obsolete now. It's not even applicable. It's not, sis. That game book that they passed down to y'all play by play, it don't even work in 2026. You don't even work in 2026. Whoopsie. No shame. Yeah, I mean, this how you get a man money. And y'all so ditzy, y'all put the whole game book on social media. It's all over TikTok. Day in the life of a proud 304. Since when did that become womanhood? It's womanhood to be a proud hoe? And these women have thousands, hundreds of thousands of followers, views, likes. And y'all think men don't see, like, damn. It used to be a thing as a shameful hoe. These hoes out loud. But all those game plans they gave y'all, it don't even work no more. Now you just a broke hoe. But at least you look expensive, I guess. I mean, y'all all try to find a loophole or a silver lining, right? I'm a hoe, at least I'm a pay hoe. Well, at least you are a aesthetic high value hoe. Like, I don't know. At least you are the illusion of a high value, well paid hoe. I mean, I don't know. But the men ain't paying y'all no more. The men ain't. Let's make this abundantly clear because there's levels to the conversation, right? I do not want to make it seem like men were just out here simping, but a lot of y'all was. But it was another category of men out here who just felt like this is what a man is supposed to do for a woman. This is what masculinity is, right? Like you had that. To where it's like, no, he's not a simp. This is not the type of guy who, just bend over, yes, a master to a woman. This is not a doormat. This is not a people-pleasing ass nigga. This is just a man who thought that manliness or manhood or masculinity was doing for a woman. That, full stop. That's just what a man does. There was men out there who had that perception, who lived that out, who practiced that on the daily. And so you had men out there like that snapped up out of it. It's like, no, that's not really what a man is supposed to do for an undeserving woman. They woke up and they realized that, like, you have to have boundaries. Like, it's not just this thing of because I'm a man and because you're a woman, I do this. No, there's absolutely rules and regulations to this shit. So you had that category going on. And then, honestly speaking, a lot of the simps woke up too. The ones who I drink your bath water ass nigga, they woke up too like, man, you know what? I ain't even getting shit in return for this shit. I thought at least by me being a simp, lollipoppy, aka a sucker and an easy lick, I at least thought that would grant me access to all the bitches. It didn't. I thought that at least put me on a higher ranking than all these other guys out here, because after all, look what I'm doing for you, baby. Look at what I'm ready and willing to tolerate, baby. So surely you're going to prioritize me over these other niggas who ain't, right? Wrong. What a slap in the motherfucking jaw. It's like, what? Wait. So I'm ready and willing to drink your bath water, take care of all your 20 kids, buy you whatever you want, sponsor whatever you want, fly you out, take care of all your friends too when y'all out. I can do all of that, and bitch, I'm still not the one you choosing up on. You got me fucked up. Oh, the simp stop simping. That right there, woo. That right there. The simps was like, oh hell no. Nah. I thought at least the simps would get first dibs. Simps looked around and was like, damn, these bitches giving the coochie away to niggas who ain't doing a fraction of what the fuck I'm doing. I'm sacrificing my masculinity and my manhood, my integrity, my respect, and a bitch still not choosing up on me? Oh, hell no. Nah. So all of y'all playbook ladies fucked up, flawed, over and done with. Now here y'all come back to the quote unquote table trying to burn the playbook like, I'm sorry. What a real man, and I'm ready to be a real woman, a good woman. Girl, get the fuck on. And y'all questioning me and my passion and why I go the fuck off. Please. See, this is what a lot of the women was doing, y'all. Get the likes up. We should have as close to 500 likes as possible. And thank y'all for being here. Hold on. I saw somebody else. If I missed you, I apologize. Okay, I found you. Thank you, Terenzo. It says the suspect sisterhood is passing around an empty playbook. Even Eli's book had more knowledge inside it before a word was written in it. Whoopsie. Got to be more careful. But here's the thing, though, Terenzo. The playbook is outdated. It's not something that is feasible to do or try to practice in today's time. It don't work. The men are not the same men. So you gotta know you can't try to pull the same antics, the same plots and twists. It's not gonna work. Men see right through that shit. And when you say real shit like that, it's like, oh, she pandering. No, this is reality. Y'all are living it. So you should have firsthand experience and knowledge to the fact that what I'm saying is right. It's spot on. Like you're living it out, sis. You're living out a reality to where you yourself as a woman are not able to land the same caliber of men that you were once able to land. You're not able to extract the same amount or resources whatsoever from the men that you used to be able to do. Like all around, like we're seeing this. So this is not even me. This is not even pandering. This is your life. This is your lived experiences. Your lived experience is, damn, I'm going broke. The hoe's going broke. That used to be not a thing, y'all. Men not buying bottles. They not going to fucking clubs. They not tricking on y'all. Like, that shit is a wrap. So that's not pandering if it's the truth. But this is what a lot of y'all was doing. Let's blow it up.
Husband store? What is this? Hello, you may visit the store only once. There are 6 floors and the value of the husband increases as the shopper ascends the flights. The shopper may choose any man for a particular floor or may choose to go up a floor, but cannot go back down except to exit building.
These men have jobs.
Going up.
Let's peep the game, y'all. Did y'all hear the stipulation? This is the quote-unquote husband store. It is the perfect depiction and analogy of what a lot of women were taught to do and what they still do. However, with the times being a lot more difficult, they starting to be like, oh, okay. But peep game, ladies, this is what we were taught. We were taught, oh, never settle until we phase ourselves the fuck out. Now, the rules of this quote-unquote game of this husband story was there are good quality husbands on every floor. As you go up floors, the value of the man increases. However, if you choose to go up a floor and you realize, hey, I feel like I can do better, and then you reach a ceiling, you can't then go back down and say, oh, okay, I'm going to go back down and then just get with him. That is the rule. I need y'all to peep game and pay attention. The rule is the only way that you can go back down the floor and say, okay, I'm going to choose a husband from this floor is if you're leaving. Ain't no going back. Listen. Hold on. Let's blow it up.
Men have jobs and love.
Now, they're going over the different categories on each floor. They're describing each husband that's on each floor.
Husband store? What is this?
Hello, you may visit the store only once. There are 6 floors and the value of the husband increases as the shopper ascends the flights. The shopper may choose any man for a particular floor or may choose to go up a floor, but cannot go back down except to exit building.
These men have jobs.
Going up.
These men have jobs and love kids.
Keep it going.
These men have jobs, love kids, and are good looking.
Wow. I gotta keep going.
These men have jobs, love kids, drop dead gorgeous, and help with housework.
Oh, God. I can hardly stand it. Gotta go.
These men possess same qualities as fourth floor, plus good lovers.
To the top, baby.
There are no men on this floor. This floor exists solely as proof that women are hard to please. Thanks for stopping by.
This is what the fuck y'all do. And I can't even entirely be mad at y'all for real, because I understand the heavy indoctrination and I understand the heavy influence and impact on all of the women who came before us, who taught us, oh, don't ever settle. Keep going. Oh, yeah, he good, but you can do better than that. Oh, no, he cool, but you... And then you reach a fucking ceiling, aka a wall. Just like, bitch, now you want to go back, but you don't qualify no more. That's a real fucking thing. Y'all were hypergamous to a fault. Y'all had an abundance mindset to a fucking fault. And the problem, and see, like I said, when you talk like this, it's like, oh, you hate women. When I'm getting ready to say what I'm getting ready to say, I mean no disrespect or no harm. It just is what the fuck it is. A lot of y'all had an abundance mindset when, sis, no shade, you're not even being realistic and real enough with yourself to understand your placement. Can we be honest and real enough to say that while we should operate from an energy of abundance and so on and so forth, when it comes to aspiring to achieve certain goals and, whatever, at the same time, we have to be real enough to look at ourselves and say, does that really exist for a basic bottom of the barrel bitch like me? No shade. Sis, I need y'all to really just hold on. Hold my hand. And I'm speaking in regards to the caliber of men that y'all just feel like y'all deserve and y'all qualify for. I don't mean no harm. It's just real talk. Because like I always say, it's always levels to every conversation. And so with that being said, it's also levels to the abundance mindset conversation. It is. There's limitations, right? And not to be mean, not to be cruel, just to be completely honest. A lot of y'all had a lot of fucking work to do on yourself, but they taught you that because you were a woman, that you were automatically deemed a prize. They taught you that because you were a woman, you deserve whatever kind of fantasy man that you can fathom in your mind. And it's no. And here's where it's really going to hurt. The type of guys that y'all refuse to settle for, and you a basic bottom of the barrel ass bitch, no shade. Those men don't even qualify. Don't let me rephrase that. Those men are not even available to the women who are top of the line, top tier. They're not even in abundance for those type who are hitting on what 1,000, 1,000,000, 1,000,000,000, 1,000,000,000,000 times more than you. But when I'm trying to be realistic and honest with y'all so that y'all can really make conscious decisions, healthy, balanced decisions. Now it's like, oh, see that bitch, she trying to teach us to settle. No, bitch. The women out here who are teaching you, oh, don't settle for this, don't settle for that, they end up teaching you to ultimately settle any fucking way, because the man that she's teaching you to hold out for, he's not gonna be interested in your ass. That's first things first. And then second off, bitch, he don't exist. No shade. He don't exist. So what end up happening? What ends up happening is you reach this realization. You have this epiphany in your life. So it's like, damn. Well, let me just go back to Rodney. And Rodney don't want your ass either. Rodney already got him a woman, or Rodney a passport bro, or Rodney comfortable and content with being single. You can't go back down a floor and say, oh, okay, I'll go ahead and... No, now you settle. Now you're stuck settling. Anyway. Now you at a point to where the ideal dream guy don't want you because he never existed. And if he does exist, he ain't checking for your ass. And then the guys who were on your level, he don't want your ass. So you end up settling anyway. Now you have to settle to either be alone or be with a guy who you know ain't shit. So who's really teaching who to settle? Who's really setting women backwards? Who really doing what? Okay. That was the perfect fucking analogy that woman gave us in that video. It really was. Hold on. Thank you, Eugene. It says, this is what happens when one does not use their common sense or critical thinking when they listen to particular people. And you know what's really sad, Eugene? The same people who were teaching us, oh, do this, do that, these bitches didn't have anything that they were teaching us to have. It's like listening to somebody teach you how to open up a business and they've never fucking owned, operated, nothing as far as a business is concerned. Never even got a business degree. But this how you open up a business, y'all. Let me tell y'all. And y'all sitting there taking notes. Then, you know, when somebody's being honest and realistic about business, hey, you know, if you open up a business, on average, within the first 3 to 5 years, businesses fail. So this is how you navigate that. You got to have an exit strategy, blah, blah, blah. When you come through with that real shit that you're actually living out, that you've actually practiced, experienced, when you say that real shit, oh, hell nah, see, that's I don't like that. Because I'm not telling you what you want to hear. You don't want to hear that on average the business fails within the first 3 to 5. You don't want to hear that. You want to hear a bitch who never owned a business, opened a business, operated. You want to hear her tell you, yeah, ladies, we can open up businesses. We're going to make $1 million trillion a decade. Yeah, because we independent, we strong. We don't need no man. Fuck these. Y'all want some of these goofy ass bitches. Like, yes, queen. See, y'all rally up behind her. Don't listen to them pick me pandering, you know, doomy, gloomy ass bitches like Danica Marie. Talk about our business gonna fail. Trying to teach us how to make sure our business don't fail and shit. Telling us to be realistic and shit. Okay. I ain't trying to be realistic. See, when you listen to bitches like that, trying to tell you to be realistic, they teaching you to settle. All right, then. Then what happened? Your business never even get off the damn ground. Your business never even opens. Because you listen to these hoes teach you bullshit. And you know what's even more tragic? These bitches out here making you pay for her ignorance. Sign up for my course, y'all. I kid y'all not? You gotta make jokes and you gotta laugh to keep from fucking crying. Like when Lucky had her live stream, I felt her pain. Like, nah, fuck y'all. It's over. It's cooked. It's a fucking wrap. Like, these bitches are destroyed. The niggas is destroyed. Yeah, you do reach a point where like, what the fuck am I doing this for? Hey, y'all, give me y'all money and I'm going to teach you how to open up a business. I'm going to teach y'all. All right, girl, how much? All you got to do is pay. But don't worry, sis, because you can put it on Afterpay. It's just $12,000 every 2 months. And I promise you, I'm gonna give you all the games, sis. Running game on you on how to open up a business. And the coldest part about all of it is, bitch, you are the business. What up, though? She eating off your dumb ass. She don't know shit about what she talking about. But she know your gullible, goofy ass gonna come back. Oh, what you say, sis? What I gotta do? Now let's take it back to reality. And really speak on what they teaching y'all. They're not teaching y'all how to run a business, so to speak, but they're teaching y'all how to be prostitutes. And you signing up for a course on how to be a prostitute, bitch, that's easy. Yeah, put on your tightest form-fitted dress and make sure your nipples are poking through the fabric, and make sure your slit goes all the way up to your coochie in your dress, and make sure that you have on the highest of high heels, and make sure that your makeup and your lashes are like this, and make sure that you're sucking on a big ass lollipop dildo, preferable, and make sure that you're having your hair like this, because men like. Bitch. Oh, and go sit at a 5-star bar at a hotel lobby. And y'all goofy ass paying top notch to be a hoe. Bitch, I could have taught you how to do that for free. It don't take a course, my sis. My good sis, it don't take a course. And y'all paying for that. Let's take it further. What's even more tragic, L Nix, is that these bitches not even doing what the fuck they telling y'all to do. Oh no, girl, I ain't finna be out here selling my coochie, but I'm saying for y'all. You know what I'm saying? She teaching you how to sell your coochie, but disguising it as her teaching you how to be a high value woman and a wife. I digress from that point though. But she's teaching you how to do that. Wow. She's eating off of you, using your money to fund her lifestyle, using your money to fund what she got going on. And I guess pretending that the money that she's using off of you or getting from you is somehow from her high value tricks. It's a cold game. That's a cold game. It's like, no, she know what she doing. Sis drive this type of car. She live in this type of neighborhood. She got this type of wig. So she clearly know what she's talking about. Shit. Yeah, she getting all of that from these niggas because she got the game. No, bitch. It's from your course that you just bought. I don't let random niggas fuck me. Bitch, I'm not going to no hotel lobby. What the fuck I look like? A bar? Please. And here y'all go every time with the shenanigans. It be so sad. Shane, I thought you was out here selling coochie like the rest of us. So you not even selling coochie. So you ain't got your lifestyle from these nickels. You got your lifestyle from me, from us buying your course? Yes, it is. Cause I don't do that. But I'm just saying, like, for y'all, that'll work for y'all, but I don't do that. Bitch. Cocaine. You know what's even more tragic though, L Nixon? These bitches be married. They doing all the pick me, pandering, male identified shit that Danica Marie's of the world are doing for their husbands behind the scenes, but online teaching and selling y'all courses on how to be high pay escorts to the highest bidder. And the cold twist to that is ain't none. Ain't no fucking highest bidder. The men ain't tricking no more. So you paying all this money to never even land the man that she's teaching you to get. And if you do land him, guess what you are? One of his hoes. Lord have mercy. You ain't wife. You ain't wifey, baby. And if you do become wifey, guess what you gotta do? You gotta share that dick. Bitch, please. Y'all so silly. So silly. Then when everything comes crashing down, oh, I get it now. All right. It's too fucking late. L. Nick says, when you reach the top floor, you turn into Vivica Fox, Lisa Ray, or Melissa Ford. Whoopsie. And you know what's crazy? I know I keep saying that, but it is crazy. You know what's crazy though, L. Nick? These women could be successful. They could still have some level of attraction. They can have some level of success. They can have all of that. And the men still don't fucking want them. The men that they want, let me rephrase that. The men that they want to be with still don't want them. All they can do now is be sugar mamas. Thank you, Zook. It says her standards left out. Not only are her standards left out, but everything around them gets abandoned. Let's take it further. Not only do the men abandon these women, but their friends end up abandoning them too. The friends end up abandoning them by them bearing witness to all of the things that they once stood for and was rallying up behind, working against them now. Let me explain it. Thank you to Mainline. Salute to you. It says, I hate that many women who feel it's over will be so jaded and callous as to not warn younger women, but will play the Pied Piper and lead them off a cliff to destruction. They want to keep them stuck in the sisterhood. Oh, God damn. Mainline, I'm going to come back to that. That is so valid. That is so valid. Y'all, I hope I got time. This is a marathon dope discussion today. I have so much to say. But let me go back to what I was saying, Mainline. Then I'm going to come back to you because that's valid. You have women out here who will also get abandoned by other women because they reach a level in their life to where it's like, man, I think this is the wrong path. I think we were led astray. I don't want to stand here no more. Fuck the sisterhood. This shit ain't working. Then you get abandoned because it's like, damn, I don't think I can really be here in the mix with y'all like that. Because I don't feel like it works. I don't feel like what y'all are saying is valid. I don't feel like it's beneficial. It's healthy. So you get abandoned. Other women, to the Mainline's point, there are other women out here. Let's say, for example, I am stuck in the sisterhood of sadness. I'm on that hill and I'm ready and willing to die on the sisterhood. The sisterhood circle of sadness here. I'm ready. I'm like, nah, y'all, fuck that. We gonna get these nickels. We gonna get that money. Let's say that's me. Eventually, it comes to a point to where the women around me that's in the sisterhood circle of sadness realize this bitch bitter. This bitch coming from a place of sadness, misery, pain, suffering. I don't think what she's really saying is rooted in something that is, healthy, fair, balanced, stable, feasible. Like, I don't know about this. So then the women around you start to see, damn, bitch, you just toxic. And they abort mission. They be like, okay, I can't stand for this no more. I'm leaving the sisterhood of sadness. So now not only are you stuck on the sisterhood circle of sadness hill by yourself with no women around you, but the men don't want your ass either. So you abandoning that way. Let's say, let's reverse it. Let's say you are the sisterhood circle of sadness member that has the epiphany, has the realization, oh, this is some bullshit. Let me abort mission. Let me leave. Well, when you abort mission and you leave, you ultimately end up being abandoned too, and by yourself too, because there are a lot of women out there who are not with this whole, oh, I learned my lesson, I get it now, let me be more stable and fair and balanced in my approach. That is the minority. So you end up being that woman that's isolated on that hill when you leave. Then when you try to go and find you a man, because now you understand a woman's role, or you understand, what a woman's supposed to do and bring to a table to be more fair, right? The men are checked out and done. They don't believe you. They don't trust you. They don't want you because you are not their cup of tea. You are not their standard. Like, yeah, you got the right mentality, but it's other things that go into that. And I'm not going to be disingenuous to pretend like this is not a thing. Like your looks don't matter. Hell, like your age don't matter. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. However, I will be also honest and real enough to say that a lot of guys out there are at a level to where it's like, I would take a woman that is good for me over a woman that looks good but is bad for me. Right? So you do have that, like I said, it's always levels and layers. However, we got to also acknowledge and highlight the not so glamorous side. There is an ugly side to having certain realizations and wanting to do things differently. It's like, okay, yeah, you checked off here, but these other departments, men probably not going to check for you though. Let me just put it like this. And I don't mean to be rude. I'm just being honest. There are women out there, you all, who are great women. They're borderline damn near perfect. But because you're out of shape, you don't take good care of yourself aesthetically, right? You don't know how to dress, you don't know how to do your fucking hair, your nails and shit chipped up, your toes ain't done, your teeth fucked up. Like, go invest in yourself. Because you got all of that, you're not even able to attract the men to you in order for them to get to know that you are a great quality stand-up woman. Does that make sense? That is a thing too. And then taking it further, because there's always levels and layers, you could be a woman that is damn near borderline perfect. You look good, you take care of yourself, you know what I'm saying? But you got additional things attached to you that a man could perceive as baggage that he don't want to siphon through. He don't want to go through with you and try to divvy up and sort through. Like, I don't got time for that. So yeah, I like your mentality. I like how you look even. I feel like you a cool ass chick, but you got all this debt. You got all these kids. You got all these baby daddies. You got all this drama. You know what I'm saying? You got all this trauma. I don't got time, sis. I don't. That is a fucking thing. And what's disheartening is the sisterhood circle of sadness will teach us in a nutshell to become the epitome of what a man does not want. And then try to condemn and shame the women out there like myself who are being honest and being real and say, oh, she don't know what she's talking about. Don't listen to her. Don't do that. Don't do that. But what is she doing? She's making you untouchable in the worst of ways. But you can't hear me out. You can't listen to me. I'm setting women up for failure. I'm saying these bitches out here teaching y'all that it is okay for you to fuck around with a whole bunch of different guys. And that is a way for you to take your power back. But I can't tell you to get with one solid guy, one solid man in your life, and build with him without you condemning that message and saying, oh, that's struggle love, bitch, fuck you. And that's why I don't fuck with y'all. And that's why you do have sisters out there like Lucky Marie who reach a point where it's like, man, fuck this shit. It's over. Because that's the type of energy that y'all will meet a woman like me with when it's like, no, I'm just being realistic. I'm just being reasonable. It's like, how dare these hoes? Oh, no, that's struggle. We too young to get with one man and settle down and build with him. What kind of shit is that? It's damn if you do, damn if you don't with these hoes. And y'all don't know where my passion comes from? Y'all don't know why I go off on women? Like, damn, I get that it's ain't shit ass niggas out here who fuck us over. But it's these bitches out here who are teaching y'all and influencing y'all to fuck with ain't shit ass niggas who fuck you over. Y'all don't want to acknowledge that part though. It's women out here encouraging y'all to get with these ain't shit ass dudes. Fuck him. Literally fuck him. Raw. Don't even think about it, sis. Have your whole face. Do what you want to do. Explore. Experience life. Live. Don't trap yourself. Don't settle down too early. Don't settle at all. They teach y'all that shit. And that's cool. But what Danica Marie's of the world say is bad. Shame on her. She's setting y'all up for failure. Bitch, fuck you. Because if I would have listened to y'all, I would have been just like you. And like I said, y'all, the reason why I cannot hate men the way that y'all be hating men and shit like that is because I had, I'm just going to say it flat out. The men saved me from y'all. This is why y'all call me a pick-me, pandering, unidentified bitch. Because I can acknowledge the fact and come to the terms of the reality of it was me, it was solid ass men in my life, in my corner, in my childhood, and even present day that steered me clear of y'all's bullshit. If I would have stayed in the sisterhood circle of sadness, bitch, I would have been so bad off. And you know what's even more tragic, the main lion? What's even more tragic, the main lion, is these bitches taught me because I was attractive, that gave me more leverage. Which means that I would have been the biggest, most elite whore. This is what they taught me. Oh, you too fine. You pretty. You beautiful. Girl, you can have all these niggas. You ain't gotta settle down with that, and you ain't gotta just settle for it. You can have all these niggas. And had I listened to you whores trying to teach me that whoredom was womanhood, had I listened to you, I would have been the biggest slut of the fucking century. I would have been a Brittany Renner ass bitch, to where you're attractive, you got shit going on for you, but because you are so slutted out, don't nobody want to wipe you up and take you serious. But you just something that's, I want to see what it's hidden. I just want to see what it feel like. What is it hidden for? That's it. Y'all would have set me up for that, to be the biggest hoe, the biggest liberated slut of the century, of the 99s and the 2000s. Because yeah, I'm cute. right? You beautiful, you pretty. You really ain't gotta be. See, you really ain't gotta do that. You really. And I know there's so many beautiful young ladies out there who listen to that shit. Let y'all hype them up to their fucking demise. I've witnessed. I'm related to a lot of them. And to see these women now. Tragic. But let me circle back to what the main lion said. The main lion says, I hate that many women who feel it's over will be jaded and callous as to not warn younger women, but will play the Pied Piper and lead them off a cliff to destruction. They want to keep them stuck in the sisterhood. Notice he said hood because it's ghetto. But that's right and exact. Like, that's a real thing. There's other women out there. This is why I say it be bittersweet with the women who do realize their faults and their flaws, and maybe it's later on, and maybe it is too late for them, and they've done way more damage than good. I say it's bittersweet because at least they are real enough to tell the truth, you know? Because a lot of the women out there, is that a bird or a leaf? I just got distracted. Anyway, that was a bird. I have never seen a bird that small. Wow. I love nature. Anyway, let me get back to my point. There are way more women out there, and it's so cute, y'all. I don't know if it's like a hummingbird. I don't know. I've never seen a bird that small. When it landed on the tree branch, it looked like a leaf. Anyway, there are way more women out there who would rather have you stuck right alongside them than to tell you, yeah, y'all, I think this is the wrong avenue to go down. I think this is the wrong way. It's a dead end. Because they know, here's the thing, main lion, they know that it's a dead end for them. And so, since I know, going back to this analogy, right? Going back to the analogy of, hey, you reached the ceiling. You can't go back down, right? If you go back down, it's only for you to exit, bitch. They've reached the ceiling. And so, since I know I'm stuck, ain't no men on this floor, ain't no husband out this bitch, I'm by myself. I would rather keep telling you, hey, y'all, keep going up. Keep going to the next floor, Don't settle until you reach the very ceiling like I did, to where there's no men in this motherfucker so I can have some damn company. Damn, this video was so deep. If y'all really peep game on this video, y'all, it was so fucking deep. Simplistic and comical, but deep nonetheless. It is women out there. It's like, damn, I'm stuck. I'm at a dead end. So the least I can do is teach other young girls behind me, oh, do this. What floor you on, girl? You on the floor where it's good men, they like kids and shit? Oh, yeah, keep going up. Okay, what floor you on now? Because we refuse to settle. Are you on the floor with the good men that love kids, that's good providers, and they look good? Okay, keep going up, sis, because you can do better than that. Shit, you know how you a bad bitch. You ain't got to settle for now, nickel. Keep going up to the next floor. Then you go to the next floor like, bitch, who up here? Girl, it's only me up here, but listen, hear me out, sis. Hear me out. It's only me on this floor. Ain't nobody like this the ceiling. However, comma says, hear me out. I would rather be by myself. And I would rather for us to be by ourselves than to ever settle for any nickel. We ain't settling for no, we ain't settling no. I'd rather be by myself, bitch. So yeah, it's only me up here. And yeah, you probably gonna be by yourself too, just like me. But However, comma, at least we ain't settling for these dead end broke ass niggas. Yeah, we passed up some good husbands along the way. Yeah, we passed up some quality men along the way. But peep game says you better than them good niggas. So if you better than the good perfect niggas, then yeah, you might as well be alone. Yeah, that be it. Before you know it, yeah, Kingmaker, they gonna be like the Queen Maker, aka Princella. No, sis, ain't no men up here. But since we stuck, let me go ahead and reach for that peach. Y'all want me to lie? I ain't doing. Yeah, I'm just saying, sis, like, yeah, I taught you never to settle, right? I taught you that you was a bad bitch, you was a queen, you the goddess, you the mother earth. I taught you the prize, and you is. All that shit was true, sis. All of that shit was true, sis. What Teresa, I'll say, sis. And yeah, it was some good men, but he wasn't good enough for you. And so I would rather you and me be alone, be by ourselves, than to ever get with a nigga who good, but he ain't good enough. Lord have mercy. Now, Lil, he said, me and a few of my colleagues was having a real conversation about today's single women and came to the conclusion that it's almost 90% we who end up with a woman with a H background? A H background? What does that mean? Or is that hoe? A hoe background? Oh, Lord have mercy. And might have to accept them depending on what she don't know. Or is it now? I don't know. I'm going to circle back to that too, Lil. Because y'all bringing up very valid points, and salute to you for your $50. Thank you for your love and support. Okay, shout out to all of y'all. Okay, let me see. Who texted me? Girl, anyway. I don't know if I'm going to that. I got to check my schedule. Okay. Let me acknowledge y'all, because y'all don't got to give me no money, so I want to show love and support. But that's a valid thing. It is also an instance of these women feeling stuck and stagnant and like nothing is going to work out for them, and then them trying to teach you to become stuck and stagnant too, because they know it's a wrap for them. And so, like the main line was talking about, they will teach other young women to do certain things that are counterproductive and destructive so they can be just like them and be their company, because misery loves company. And before long, it's like being in jail. The sisterhood of sadness is like being in jail. Prison, bitch. You want a boyfriend? Be careful. Thank you, Zoop. It says 3 or 4 get used like toilet paper. Very, very sad. Yeah, a lot of them get used. Thank you, Eugene. Thank you, L Nix. Thank you, Zook again. Thank you to Main Lion. Thank you to Renzo. Thank you, Tokyo Traveler, and thank you, Sydney. And big shout out to Lil. I don't know how to say it. Is it Lil? Shout out to Lil. I think that's how you say your name. I don't know. But yeah, it gets to a point where it's like, hey, I ain't had love in a long time, baby girl. How about we start lickety splitting around this bitch? You need a babysitter. We can come together. Let's lock in, sis. Let's lock in, sis, because I mean, we at the dead end, so we might as well get the scissors and cut all these niggas off and start scissoring each other. I'm just saying, Get the scissors so we can cut all these niggas off. The niggas already cut us off. Shit. So get the scissors out, bitch. Hey. And get real in the field. Yeah, now y'all want to be sister wives of the sisterhood. You know? But the downside to that, y'all, is a lot of the women don't really like each other. They don't really get along. This is why even in same-sex marriages and relationships in regards to women, they don't last long. You know what I'm saying? It's a really cold setup. And if you're not careful and you don't have solid people in your life that can guide you and lead you and teach you and love you properly, you'll follow that shit. And that's why I'm saying that's why I could never hate men, because it was due to solid ass men being in my life that steered me in the right direction. But I will go off on an ancient ass nigga every day. Oh, I don't give a fuck. I don't care how masculine. Y'all some masculine ghetto St. Louis bitch. Yeah. I'll be like that to you. Bitch ass nigga. Sure will. And at the same time, I can't hate women and go against women and stuff like that, because I've also had solid women in my corner. Loving me, nurturing me, protecting me. I've had solid women too. So that's why I can never be fully on this or fully on that. Do you understand that? And like I said, I understand the positioning that I come at stuff at. I come from the position of, hey, ladies, let's do this. Let's do better. Because men are feeling this way. We're doing this wrong. I know my stance. My stance can come off like, oh, she's taking the position of she's with the men. No. I'm from the position of I'm with both of us. But since I'm a woman and I see a lot of the fuck shit that women do that is contributing to the divide, that's contributing to our downfall, I'm going to call that shit out. And I'm a woman. It's only so much I can say to a grown-ass man before it's like, look, nigga, get the fuck out my face. Because I can't fight you. I can't beat you up. So, yeah, get the fuck on. So, at the end of the day, I mean, it's only so much I can do with a man. Do I call them out? Yes. But see, that's why, you know, it can be difficult in that regard when it comes to women like me, to where, yeah, you have a balanced approach, although your position could be leaning on one particular side or the next, if that makes any sense. I hope that makes sense. But going back to what Lil said in the $50 super chat. Do y'all see my title? It says it's over. The reason why a lot of, dare I say, solid, masculine, providing, protecting, leading, teaching, qualified men, the reason why they have reached the conclusion of, I'm done, fuck this shit, it's over, I'm either getting my passport and going somewhere else, I'm staying single. The reason why a lot of the men have reached that level is because of what Lil said in this $50 super chat. If I do decide to settle down and find me a woman, right? Oh, I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to cook, Lil. Because it's going to circle back around to what I was saying. And this is why I go so hard, pause, on a lot of the women out there today. Because they could have really fucked me up. These women could have really fucked me up had I listened to them. And I'm going to circle back around. But the reason why Lil and a lot of the guys out there that may fall on a particular category of being successful, being stable, being attractive, having this going on, that going on, and they're just like, yeah, I'm done. It's because they have reached the realization that if they are to settle down, if they were to settle down, especially women here, they would ultimately have to choose from a bunch of reformed whores. You know why? That is our culture. Our culture is womanhood equals sexual liberation. Womanhood equals pimping these niggas. Womanhood equals using sex as leverage, using box as leverage, using beauty as control. It's all about control and manipulation. That is womanhood. That is our culture here. Womanhood equates to who can be the most successful manipulator, who can extract the most resources by using beauty, booty, you know what I'm saying? Deception. Like that is our culture, right? And y'all like the video, share the video, and it's got some real talk. And since that is our culture, which would ultimately mean that a good chunk of the women out here would fall under doing certain things, practicing certain lifestyles that are not that becoming on a woman, that places a lot of the women in a certain category of being whores. And then when you reach a level in your life where it's like, okay, this is not fulfilling, this is not something that's sustainable and maintainable, I want something a little bit more stable and secure, right? Now it's like, okay, let me stop doing that. Let me reform myself. But in the midst of you reforming yourself, you already got all kind of bodies on you. You already got a horrible reputation. Now let me spin it back to my point from earlier. Earlier, I told y'all that I was, how can I structure this? Earlier, I told you all that growing up, a lot of the women around me that were supposed to have my best interest at heart, they tried to indoctrinate me with the message of, again, your beauty in a nutshell is your currency and your leverage. Sex is a way for you to control a man and so on and so forth. And with you being on the, let's say, higher end, and it's no shade, I'm not trying to make it like I'm just this conceited, drop dead, gorgeous, bad bitch. No, okay? But I'm only speaking from my personal experience and what I've gone through as far as what a lot of the women around me were telling me, right? So with me being on the higher end of the spectrum, according to them, it's like you really can clean up shop on this shit. You can really pimp all these niggas. You can get all the money that you want. You can fuck all these dudes, and you'll still be able to have the world as your fucking oyster. You can do it all because you're an attractive girl. You're pretty, right? And so a lot of the pretty women out there, the young girls out there who were cute, who were sexy, who were beautiful, they took that and ran with it. They took that information and they applied that shit like, oh, okay, bet. And guess what? It worked for a while. It's like, damn, I really can have any nigga I want. I really can get anything that I want. Until you can't. Until life humbles your ass. Until there's a great shift. And men start seeing things differently or doing things differently. Well, the world just changes because it always does. And what used to work doesn't work. What you used to be able to get away with, you can't get away with. No matter how fine you are, no matter how good the pussy is. Like, bitch, no. No, thank you. But by the time you realize that, it's like, damn, I already got too much working against me. And like I said, the more attractive chicks were the ones who really applied certain toxic and destructive counterproductive behaviors and lifestyle, because it did work at a time. So the men out there who are reaching a certain level of status and stability and security, they want what? They want an attractive woman. But guess what? Due largely in part to the more attractive women being the ones who are heavily in the streets, due to them being indoctrinated and programmed with the notion of you a bad bitch, so you can get away with this, they put that shit into practice. And so now if a man is at a certain status or a level in his life and he's looking for an attractive woman who has this going on for her and blah, 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 that he can show off and blah, 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 she does have a track record. She does have a history. She does have a past, because the more fine you was, the more of a whore you were. Why? Because the more money you can get, the more access you can get, the more control, the more leverage. Is that making sense? Drop the 100s in the chat if you feel me. That's what happened. This is why you have lils out there that's like, man, the men out there like me, we have to come to the reality that, you know, if we do want this type of chick, she gonna be a reformed hoe. She might. I see the 100. She might be a hoe, because those were the ones who were taught to be the biggest hoes because they had the most leverage, because you were fine, you were sexy, you had appeal. So yeah, you use that, baby. Use what you got to get what you want. Players Club, baby. So now it's like, damn, if I want me a bad bitch, or if I want me an attractive woman, and I want this, I don't want all that. If I want this type though, more often than not, she's gonna be a reformed hoe. She's gonna have a whole background. And so since the likelihood of that being the case for a lot of these guys out there, it's like, man, fuck it. It's over. I don't even want it. I don't want that. That's embarrassing to me. And yeah, she finding a motherfucker. God damn, I would have loved to marry her. I would have loved to procreate with that bitch. But I don't know. I don't know about that. That may do me in. So now I'll get my passport, or now I'll stay single. Or no, I just fucking duck these bitches. That's a thing too. Now, do I co-sign that lifestyle? No, I don't like men fucking around. I don't like women fucking around. Your body is a temple. You should treat it as such. Your body is sacred. Don't let anybody just fuck you. And you shouldn't just be wanting to fuck anybody. And do y'all notice how I structured that? Because a lot of women, we were also taught by these other women around us, oh, you ain't getting fucked. These men fucking, they say you ain't getting fucked, you fucking these men. No, that is not the case. That is not the truth. And a lot of us took that and ran with it, like, oh yeah, I'm taking my power back. So you right. These men ain't fucking me, I'm fucking them. No, you're definitely getting penetrated. There is levels to sex. A man's penis definitely is and it's no shade. I understand that the woman is powerful. The woman is sacred. The woman is divine. I know all of that, sis. But even sex and the anatomy of how we are designed shows and proves a lot. Nature exposed a lot, sis. And it's no shade. This is not to make it seem like women are just so beneath and so subpar and so no. I understand our power, our worth, our significance, our divinity, our supremacy, all of that, right? However, we're not going to pretend like it's not levels to this shit though. A man penetrating you, need I say more? That right there is already a level of, dare I say, dominance. And I don't even want to structure it like that, but that's dominance right there. So how you can take your power back, sis, is by closing off access. Like, no, you can't fuck me. You ain't worthy enough. But that ain't what y'all was taught. Y'all was taught, oh, let all these, you go and fuck all these niggas, not understanding that no, these niggas is fucking you, and you ultimately fuck yourself over because you end up being the one that is stuck with a damn baby by an ancient ass nigga by trying to get your lick back. That's how you take your power back. You say, no, you don't. My pussy is worthy, bitch. Sacred. Now anybody can just penetrate that because that is dominant. That is a very powerful position. No pun intended. A man sticking his penis inside of you, that's some power. So you don't take your power back by going and fucking. No, you take your power back by closing that shit out. Like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. But that ain't what we do. We want to be real niggas so bad. And like I said, I can't even entirely fault us because that is how we were brought up. We were raised to be the real niggas of society. And that was what it meant to be a liberated, empowered woman. And it's not. Thank you, Lil. It says, getting your passport don't make a difference. They selling it out there too. It don't matter. They more than likely will have a messed up background. Y'all brothers might as well choose the best reform one and move around. Lord have mercy. Let me ask y'all a question. Because that is facts. But here's the thing, though, Lil. There are guys out there who just shut it all down. They say, now all this shit is over. I'm not getting no fucking passport. I'm not going and getting no fucking marriage license in the state. All this shit is dead. Right? You have men taking that position like it's over. Maybe I'll fuck around from time to time. And again, I do not condone it. But let me ask y'all something because Lil is bringing up some valid points. You know, I want to ask y'all. Because I'm not a man. And I'll never try to be one. The fuck? But let me ask y'all. Do y'all feel that way? Let me start a poll. And while I'm at, I'm going to check my likes. Make sure y'all not playing on my likes. Okay, y'all doing good on the likes. Okay, let's see. Start a poll. How can I phrase this? As a man, would you as a man, what would you rather do? Get a reformed 304. What else? Get a passport. What else can I add? Stay to myself. Lord have mercy. Or hold out till I find a quality woman. Okay. I hope I spelled everything right. Let me see what y'all got to say on that. Because maybe y'all do feel like, man, you might as well do that. You might as well just, because, I mean, let's be real, right? If I'm a man out here and I'm looking to do this and I'm looking to do that, shit, I might as well pick my poison, bitch. I'm going to go ahead and get me a reform hoe because at least she been there, done that, got the shit out of her system. Hey, it is what it is. I'm trying to have my legacy with my kids and, you know, I'm trying to settle down and live happily ever after. It is what it is. fuck a passport, because them hoes over there, they even more cutthroat. Now, Lil, I have heard men say that at least with the women overseas, you get a better return on the investment, even though they may be on the same type of time as these bitches here. Like, at least you're gonna be submissive. The fuck. The Main Lion says, like most lottery winners go broke, many attractive women who won the looks lottery also go broke and get broken because they never learn how to properly understand, apply, or manage femininity. Ooh, bars. Let me see. Oh, shit. So far, what's winning is hold out till I find a quality woman. That bring ooh. Y'all be making me want to cry. I'm gonna be so real about it. Y'all be making me want to cry because sometimes, oh, and I even touched base on this on Lucky's live stream. I went on her show a few days ago. Again, y'all go and become a channel member to Lucky Marie. Go and support the sister, because y'all done got my sis burnt out. Y'all got my sis fucked up. She like, man, fuck all of this shit. But I could feel Lucky so passionately behind what she was saying, because you do reach a level to where it's like, man, fuck this shit. What am I doing it for? Like, all of y'all still gonna be on the same nonsense. Like, and I said this, y'all. I said, sometimes I get to a point to where I feel like, what is my purpose behind what I'm doing? Because even if I am able to reach women and get them to understand and get them to polish things up and clean these things up and come up to the table, what's the purpose or the point of doing that when the men are still like, fuck these bitches? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you doing this and doing that. Like, I'm still gonna get my passport, or I'm still gonna be by myself and blah blah blah. Like, I felt that, because that is what I run into or what I encounter and experience a lot of the time. And they can be like, well, what's the fucking point then? Why am I going so hard in the paint for y'all still not to give a fuck? For y'all to still say it's over? But then I get so humbled and so filled with gratitude. Amen. When y'all do let me know, like, no, Danica, it's still hope. Like, I still am holding out on hope. Like, I still think there is women out there. It's just, I'm not going to subject myself to something that I know is not going to be fruitful, something that I know that is not going to be to my greatest and highest good, all for the sake of just having it. And so that brings me a new level of comfort and peace, and it makes me continue to go and continue to do what I do, because at least y'all are letting me know, like, my work is not in vain. Like, no, nigga, I do feel like what you are doing is impactful and helpful, and maybe I will encounter a good quality woman, but I'm not gonna settle. Ladies, the man pulling the you on you. I'm not gonna settle for any type of woman just to have one. I don't care how fine she is. I don't care how desperate I become. I'm not doing it. But the Main Lion dropping so many bars into do it, and he's absolutely right. A lot of the attractive women, they can overplay their hand, thinking that, oh no, I'm gonna always have access. I'm gonna always have, and you may, but to what level? Because it's always levels and layers to everything. You may always have access sexually to the type of men that you would want to be with, but will these men take you seriously forever? No, probably not. And we are entering into, or we have been in, a new age to where, like I always tell y'all men today are a new breed. Y'all not even fucking. That's new. Guy Incognito, thank you so much. It says, protect your health and husband. Don't burn yourself out like Saint Kevin. I'm gonna keep my comments to myself. I don't think Kevin was entirely burnt out. I think somebody took. Let me shut up. I think somebody took Kevin out. I'm gonna be quiet though. But was he doing a lot? Yes. Was it probably frustrating and everything? Yes. But yeah. And to that point though, guy incognito, I ain't done, right? To where I'm gonna keep on going hard and hard and hard and try to reach bitches that ain't trying to be reached. Let me make this abundantly clear, guy incognito. How can I structure this? I feel people like Lucky Marie to a certain degree to where it's like, fuck these bitches. Because that's genuinely how I be feeling when it comes to certain women and certain men. Like, fuck y'all. So shut the fuck up. It's a lost cause. You're cooked. Where I kind of separate myself from a Lucky Marie is I don't feel like all hope is entirely lost. So, to that point, what I'm trying to say is I'm not burning myself out trying to reach a bitch who's stuck in the fucking dark holes. Fuck you. You a lost cause. I'm not trying to, let me just put it to y'all plain. I don't give a fuck who don't like it. I ain't trying to reach a Cynthia G ass bitch. I ain't trying to reach a Princella ass bitch. I ain't trying to reach a Shira 7 ass bitch. Girl, if you don't get the fuck on somewhere, I don't give a damn about you, sis. You are a lost fucking cause. Don't care to reach you. And to be honest, you all them women that I just named, they know what the fuck I'm saying is right. But it's so, dare I say it's so much money. Damn, I'm being too real. Dare I say it's so much money. It's way too much money. It's way too lucrative staying on that side than to be honest enough to say, yeah, what this bitch is saying is right, but you know, I'm just a little bitter and I'm just a little bit scarred from dealing with these ain't shit niggas. To where I'm just gonna down this hill and I'm just gonna keep on saying what I'm saying. I'm gonna even find supporting facts and details to support what I'm saying. You know, I'm gonna do all that. I'm gonna prove my points, bitch. But it's way too lucrative on this side to be on some pick me shit. Like, nah, I ain't doing that. So I don't want to reach them bitches and they already are reached. Does that make sense? They already know. These are not dumb women. They know the fucking game and they running game. Do y'all know? Let me put it to y'all very plainly. I could make so much fucking money doing what Cynthia G, Sprinkle, Princella. I can make so bitch. Please. What they say, this the struggle bus over here. This the struggle love shit over here. The money over there with the scarred bitches. Cause there's way more scarred women out here than solid, authentic women. You can reach a lot more women who have dealt with ancient ass niggas who done them dirty. Because that's what we are brought up. That is our culture. That is what we are taught. So yeah, I'm going to be able to reach a lot more of those kind than the kind of women who going to be thinking like me, speaking like me, feeling how I feel. Does that make sense? For every Danica Marie, for every one Danica Marie, it is 1,000 of them others. Which means what? It's more money over there. This some struggle but shit. This struggle love. You gotta really be passionate and really feel what you're doing when you're doing what I'm doing. Period. Do y'all know how many women would feel me if my message was, yeah, fuck these niggas. All they try to do is trap us with babies. All they do is try to fuck our lives up. And we be out here bending up back for these niggas. These niggas don't even appreciate shit. Fuck these niggas. Do you know how many subscriptions, cash apps, super chats? Nigga, please. So I'm not burning myself out trying to reach them type. They already know what's up. First things first. They just know the money is where they're at. But let's say that is women out there to where they really feel that. I ain't trying to reach you either since your mind is made up. You already feel, oh, nah, fuck this bitch. You already hate me with a passion. So no, I'm not gonna stress myself on trying to reach your lost cause ass bitch. Fuck you. Thank you, Sorenzo. It said the thing about all of this is, yes, there's always going to be hope. Always. Yet there will come a time where at some ages there's no longer hope. Hope is mainly for the young. Ooh. Let me go here with it though, Sorenzo. I feel what you're saying. However, let's say that you reach an age to where you're older and you feel like, man, there's no hope for me. It goes back to what not Torenzo, but the main lion was saying. I feel like even though if you feel like it's no hope for you, you should at least do your part by trying to speak hope and speak truth to power to the younger people behind you to where they still have a chance. So in that sense, Torenzo, it's a catch-22. There's always hope. Like you're saying. Even at a certain age. I hope that makes sense. So it's like, yeah, I reached a level in my life or an age or a stage in my life to where it's too late for me. It's probably no hope for me. But that doesn't mean that person who has reached their peak or they have reached their level of, what's the word I'm looking for? Their plateau. That doesn't mean that they themselves cannot then turn around and give hope to the people coming up behind them by teaching them the things that they maybe did wrong or they didn't do or they did do. They worked out for them. Like, you still should do that. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. What the hell? What does it say? Let me see. Stream health. Okay, it says healthy. Stream health is excellent. I thought I was getting choppy. Okay, let me X this out before we start lagging. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. Thank you, Echo or Eco. It says, nah, the hope is long gone now. I don't believe that because a lot of y'all give me feedback and confirmation that that's not what y'all feel. Now, I do understand, though, Eco, that it's a lot of y'all out there who feel the way that you feel. But what keeps me going is, like, oh, damn, I closed it out. Let me go back. What gives me hope is like the poll that I just took in the chat. There are way more of you all who feel like, you know, you can hold out for a quality woman, which means that you feel like there's still quality women out there. So if you felt like, you know, it's over and this, that, and the third, you wouldn't have 42% of the men out here saying that, you know, I'm holding out for a quality woman. You know? Or maybe my poll is wrong. Let me restructure my poll. Because I said, would you rather? Let's, you know what? Hold on, y'all. Because maybe I didn't structure my poll right. Let me ask this question. Do you feel? I'm gonna say, as a man, how do you feel? As a man, how do you feel? There is still hope. For there's still hope for. I'm running out of characters. Let me see. There's still hope for love. Shit, I don't fucking know. No, it's over. Let me add something else. Man, fuck it. Let's just make this shit simple. There is still good women. Y'all, I'm just so. I'm so disappointed and so just irritated with the state that the current climate is in. I'm just fucking tired. Now I will say that, guy incognito, I do get fucking tired of some bullshit, of the bullshit. But am I gonna burn myself out dealing with it? No. But let me just ask the question. As a man, how do you feel? I'm holding out for a good woman. No, it's over. I'm done. I will settle for a reformed 304. I'm going overseas. Okay, let me ask that question. All right, and hopefully I spelled the shit right. Okay. Oh Lord, hold on. I feel like my hair is trying to freeze up. It's a very rainy day today. Okay, let me see what I said. I said, as a man, how do you feel? I said, I'm holding out for a good woman. No, it's over. I'm done. I will settle for a reformed hoe, or I'm going overseas. Okay. Y'all giving me hope again. Y'all restoring hope. Shit. I'm like, maybe I didn't ask the right questions. A Man Forever Changed. It says healthy relationships and marriages are Excalibur, like the game. No, that was called Soul Calibur. Sorry, my millennial is showing. It says, or was it called Excalibur? I like that video game. I don't fucking know. Let me stay on topic. It says healthy relationships and marriages are Excalibur. You are one of the smart ones who learned the secret to retrieve it from the stone. Lord have mercy. Who called me a heifer? Wait a minute. Because I know you fucking lying. Carrington, you's a pretty heifer. Now, don't do that. Because a heifer is big. Do I look big to you? Now, I don't like this little shadow. Look, y'all, I got like a little shadow down here. I promise it's not a double chin. It's not. But since I got this shadow, it can look like a double chin. I just got like a juicy chin. Like my chin just kind of juicy. I don't know how to explain that shit. It kind of bothers me a little bit, but I'm still chiseled around this bitch. But I got like this little shadow. You see that shit? This little shadow. But I promise I'm not a big bitch. So don't ever call me no motherfucking heifer. Shit. I got a chin shadow. Now if I go like this, hold on. Now that's a double chin. That's a double chin right there. If I look like that, shit. But I do got a chin shadow. But what we don't and won't do is call me a heifer. The fuck wrong with you? Okay, so far so good. Let's see, can I hit 100 votes? At least 100 votes. It's 500 of y'all that was in the chat. So, I mean, it would be great if all of y'all could answer the poll. But can we at least get 100 people to answer the poll? All right. Holding out or done at 81 combined. Lord have mercy. Mark says, question, Danica, so some of us will have to fall on our swords? That's what it's kind of looking like. I look good. You better tell this nigga. Talking about I'm a use a pretty heifer. That mean you a pretty big bitch. Do I look like a big bitch to you? You better put some respect on it. And the fuck? Soul Calibur was the game. Excalibur is a sword everyone can't pull. Okay. Because I used to like Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur. If you know, you know. Now, something else I could relate to, shout out to my sis, Lucky Marie. I hope she's feeling better. And I hope she come back to YouTube because she said she done with you niggas. But something else, though, just on a side point, I am a gamer. Like, I grew up playing all the damn video games. The only game I could not ever get into was playing football. But I did have a small little streak. But I couldn't understand the plays and shit. Like, oh, run this play. I don't got time. I don't know what the fuck that is. But I am a gamer at heart. I am. And so I may start, I may be a video gamer. Girly. I may do that. Me and Lucky may do a stream. No, she said she done with y'all bitches. She said she ain't going live with y'all. She ain't doing none of that shit. God damn. We could have called it the Maries or something. We could have been video gamer girls together. Because I bet I beat all y'all ass. In a fighting game, nigga, man, please. A shooting game, please. I knew I wasn't off. I'm like, that sounds familiar. Soul Calibur. I love fucking Soul Calibur, nigga. Let me stop. Okay, let's get back to the point. Here go Carrington ass again. It says, that's just what my grandma would say if I walked in without you Thanksgiving or with me on Thanksgiving. Get your shit together. Now, I'm going to be real with you, Carrington. That is a word that my auntie would say. My auntie would say, oh, shut up, heifer. You know what I'm saying? My auntie be talking like that. All our life, we been, y'all little heifers. But at any rate, don't you call me that. Only my auntie can call me a heifer. Speaking of which, y'all would be so proud of me. I was going to save it for Patreon. But I did go and see my daddy yesterday for Father's Day. And I met my baby sisters. They are literally babies. Why is my daddy 56-year-old? Why is my daddy? Listen. Why is my daddy 56 years old with a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old? I don't know. But I did go to see my daddy yesterday at my auntie house. That's why, I'm telling y'all now, because y'all made me think about my auntie, and my auntie be calling us heifers. But I did go, I did. So y'all can't even say, I didn't do my part and shit. So I did go to see my daddy and my babies. I am 35 years old, you all. I am 35. I have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old sister. I don't understand. Why is my daddy still having sex? I don't know. I don't know. You know, I just really feel like he needs to put it up. But guess what, y'all? My daddy is married to an African woman. So is my daddy a passport, bro? I don't fucking know. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, y'all giving me hope. It says as a man, we got 114 votes. That's enough. We gonna end the poll. I said, as a man. Now what happened to it? Oh, it's glitching. Let me see. Can I go on my phone? Let me X this out. It's glitching really bad. Maybe if I go to analytics, it'll show me. Okay, here it goes. It says, as a man, how do you feel? 54% of you all says, I'm holding out for a good woman. 22% of y'all said, no, I'm over it. 20% said, I'm going overseas. And then 4% says, I will settle for a reformed hoe. Thank you for your feedback. It helped me a lot. My daddy doing too much. He said, your daddy eating that fufu. Listen. He doing more than eating that fufu. Then, y'all, my grandpa was over there. Because my grandpa, he lives with my auntie. And, like, she takes care of him from home. And so I went back there to see him. And my grandpa was looking at me. I don't know how to explain this without it sounding weird. But my grandpa was looking at me, like, in my body and stuff. He was like, oh, you showed and growed up. I'm like, Grandpa. He said, man, I remember you when you were a little bitty. You was so little. You and your brother, y'all was so close. Y'all was I remember y'all holding hands, walking up the steps together. Me and my brother was real close. It just hurts my heart every time I think about my brother passing away. My grandpa looking at me. And then my auntie, the one that call us heifers, she was like, and y'all know my nickname is Bunny. So she was like, Bunny, it's looking like you finally filled out in the booty part. I said, oh my God. So no wonder my grandpa looking at me like, what the hell? Who is this? So when I tell you I grew up looking like this. So they seeing ass and titties. They just like, what the fuck? But anyway, that's beside the point. Let me get back to it. Carrington, stop disturbing my fucking show. Calling me heifer and shit. So anyway, I will say that y'all are giving me a lot of hope. You're making me feel better about what I do. Because you do reach a point to where you do start to feel like this shit is over. It's in vain. It's a lost cause. It ain't worth it. But obviously it is. Okay. Hold on. What you talking about now? Yeah, my nickname is Bunny. My nickname has been Bunny my entire life. Okay. If you know, you know. When I was born, my mama said that I was white with a pink nose. Okay, so that's why my name was Bunny. All right, it is what it is. Carrington, what is this? I already read that. Okay, let me just heart them so I know I read them. I thought it was something else I wanted to circle back around to, though. It was something else I wanted to say. That's why I can't stand fucking Carrington. He always disrupting shit. I'm getting ready to steal your fucking wrench. Damn heifer. Hold on. Let me just end on this note. I'm just gonna wrap this up because it's already been almost 2.5 hours. Okay, that's a long marathon. Okay. Let me end on this note and say, this shit is very taxing. It is. You start to feel like there's no hope. You start to feel like your work is in vain. And it's because a lot of damage has been done. But I'm going to continue to hold out and hope, because that's the word of the day, hope. I'm going to continue to hold out and hope that in the future, at least, things can turn around and we can have a different outcome and a different result for the future of young men and young women coming up behind us. Now, I also do hold it in my heart, and I hope that a lot of y'all in our present time, in our present generation, will be able to experience what it is to settle down and live happily ever after, and, you know, live your life, because that's what we are designed to do. We're designed to be together. And it does not make you a weak man or a weak woman because you desire that. Like, that's what you are programmed to want, need, and desire. So I hope that you all do get an opportunity to do that. However, like I said, it can become very taxing and very draining when you feel like you are a very small fish in a very large pond. You know. Thank you, Vincent. It says that's great for you and your father, especially him, because that indicates that he is still a very good reproductive health, and shows a renewed interest in going through the infant focus again. My daddy gotta stop, bro. And my youngest baby sister, the 1-year-old is Debo. Like, she the big little sister. But I think they say she'll be 2 in like 2 months or so. So my daddy had back-to-back babies. Lord have mercy. Why you would do that in your 50s is crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's different for men. But for a woman, I just can't see myself being in my 50s with a 1-year. Bitch, please. But anyway, the little baby, like the one that's 1 getting ready to be 2, this little girl, she's 70 pounds. That girl, Debo, I call her Debonisha. She don't talk to nobody. And I took a picture with my daddy. I'm going to show y'all that for Patreon now. I'll show you the picture on Patreon. But anyway, I say all that to say this, though, Vincent. These little babies that my daddy got, these not no punk-ass kids. Like, you have to have stamina and energy to deal with them. Because Debonisha don't play. Debonisha she a solid 70. I'm talking about dead weight. Y'all know how at the gym they have like the dead weight you can lift? That dead weight be different than the other weights. And they both can say 70 pounds on them, but that dead weight hit different. She dead weight. That little girl so stocky, and she walk around like she owned that motherfucker. I mean, shoulders out. I said, damn, daddy, what kind of babies is you making, nigga? And he laughing. I'm dead ass. That little girl, she coming through snatching cheeses and shit. And my daddy say she the one who only like to eat fruits and vegetables. And she the big one. She ain't even really want to eat the damn cheese. She just want to crumble them up and throw them on the floor. They said, oh, no, she like to eat fruits and vegetables. That's the one that only like to eat fruits and vegetables. And that's that little girl so deep. I said, damn, what did you feed her? And then they was like, oh, she like to also eat these, some kind of leaves that be in Africa. I guess where her mama from. Like, she like to eat them kind of leaves. I don't fucking know. I forgot what they said the name of the leaf was. I'm like, oh, okay. Girl, I couldn't do it. My daddy will be 56 July 6th. And he got a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. Why would you do that? And these kids all over the place. My daddy got to keep on running up behind them and snatching them up. Oh, my nigga, what is you doing, bro? Listen, I have no words. Like I said, I don't even know why my daddy is still humping. Why are you still humping people? God, dog. Carrington, Lord, this stuff is not a lost cause. I see a lot of women turning back in a small way, but it's moving. Okay, you sent a positive super chat. Thank you. That again gives me hope. Lord have mercy. Yeah, Debo Nisha wasn't playing the main line. That little girl, she was, and she don't talk. That's what makes her kind of scary. And she looked just like my daddy. She looked just like my daddy. I said, yeah, that's your baby. But his wife, she a little frail African lady. Chocolate. She just, and like she got a real strong accent. And she just looks so timid and shy. But them babies that she pushed out, she pushed out Debo. I just can't understand how a woman so frail, so timid could give birth to Debo Nisha like that. It's really crazy to me. And then the other little girl, they say she the mean one. So the older one, the one that's 3, they say she mean. But when I came to my auntie, I had never met them before, y'all. She came right up to me and she hugged me and sat on my lap. And everybody in the room just like gasped. They was like, oh. I'm like, what's wrong? They's like, she don't go to nobody. I said, really? Because there was a lot of people at my auntie house. And they was like, yeah, she don't go to like she don't like nobody. Like she's the mean one. And I was like, well, damn, I can't tell. But babies love me anyway, you know, because I got good energy. They was just dumbfounded. I said, I cannot believe, like, she's sitting on your lap. I said, what's the big deal? They're like, nah, she mean. She don't like nobody. I said, oh, well, that's because it's Big Mama. When it comes to Big Mama, yeah. And I don't play. Shit. I'm sweet, but I don't play. And so when they start getting out of hand, Big Sis came through. Wait a minute, let's not do too much. And my sister-in-law, she had one over there with me. And she laughing the whole time. She's like, Danica, why you being so mean to these kids? I said, I ain't being mean. You gotta have some authority though, because otherwise these kids will run all over you. Because the babies, they started taking my sister-in-law phone and running with it. I said, Jamila, you can't just have them take all your shit. And I went to go take the phone back from her, and the little girl, she was like, no. I said, girl, give me this phone. And I snatched the phone from her. She's gonna start crying. And that little girl was strong. So both of them strong. My daddy got some Debo Nisha babies. I feel sorry for them. Because you're going to have stamina to deal with them little kids. These kids are not for no bitch. These not no bitch ass kids. These kids on a different level, y'all. They 70 pounds. Solid, dead weight, and they strong as fuck, and they all over the place. I said, no, have some respect. So my sister-in-law, she just kept on making fun of me, like, oh, nigga, you was going off. She said, you should run a daycare. I said, fuck no. He said, no, but you know how to have that authority with the kids, but you still nice to them and sweet. Yeah, it's called adulting. You can't have these kids running all up like, yeah, we gonna have fun. We still can be cool. We still gonna be friends, but no, we ain't playing that shit. She said, oh, you should work at a daycare. I said, fuck no. I said, Jamila, if I wanted some kids, I know how to make them. And I severely hope that my daddy don't think I'm finna be out here watching these kids. I hope you don't think that. Hell no. But anyway, y'all, let me wrap this shit up. Okay. Because my daddy alone is a prime example that there's still hope out here. My daddy's still getting married and having kids. And he's 56. So if you in your 50s and shit as a man, it ain't over, clearly. So if you want to hold out for a good woman to marry, look at my daddy. My daddy damn near 60 years old. He seemed to be happily married to his African wife. and he got 2 Debo Nisha babies. So you can have your legacy still. Okay, you can have your kids. If your legacy in your mind is having children, there's hope. You just might have to find you an African woman. I don't know. But y'all, I'm gonna wrap this up. Okay, it's getting dark. All I had today was a salad, and I'm a little bit hungry again. Okay, what I'm gonna eat? I may actually go to Everbowl. I may go to Everbowl. They're really good. Okay, but I love y'all. I support y'all. I respect y'all. I thank you all so very much for loving me, supporting me, hold me down, giving me hope, inspiring me. Like, thank y'all. Y'all have no idea how taxing and shit this stuff can get to where you do reach a breaking point. And like I said, I hope my good sis Lucky Marie does come back. But if she don't, I don't blame her. Because the shit is taxing and it does get draining, especially when you feel like everybody is fucking against you. Men against you, the women against you. It's like, damn, fuck all y'all bitches. You know? But I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to see y'all. I'm going to try to have an upload for y'all tomorrow. Because I may be very busy tomorrow. I may be very busy. I'm going to see. I'm going to do my best to have an upload for y'all tomorrow. If not, y'all know I'm going to pull up with y'all on Wednesday. And we're going to thug it out. And then, yeah, the rest of the week. And books are shipped out tomorrow as well. I did not get a chance to do it today. Because guess what? My husband did not sign the damn books like I thought he did. But before I left the house today, he said, oh, yeah, I'm going to sign them. So I hope he signed the damn books. I will be shipping them off tomorrow to the 8 people on Patreon who gave me their information. You know who you are. And once I ship them off to you, I will be inboxing y'all over on Patreon with the tracking. All right. But I love y'all. Respect y'all. Support y'all. I love y'all. I thank y'all. And big shout out to everybody who pulled up today and everybody who also sent in monetary support. Let me see. I'm going to give y'all some love. Let me filter this. Thank you, Carrington. Thank you to Renzo. It says, at 56, your dad is hope at an elder age. For him to put it down, that removes hope for older people, as hard as that is to accept or understand. Okay. Like I said, my daddy is confirmation that, yeah, if you holding out for your good woman and you maybe a little bit upper in age, it ain't too late. Okay. Thank you, Vincent. And I don't know how old my daddy's wife is. I don't. Last time I checked, though, they told me that she was my age. And it's no shade to her, but she looks way older than me, though. So I don't know. I don't know how true that is. But nobody really knows how old she is. They say, oh, I think she our age. I think she's like 35. I'm like, why is my daddy 56? That is none of my business. But she does look a little older. I don't know, though. Let me see. Thank you, Vincent. Carrington. Echo. Amen. Oh, a man. I see what you did. A man forever changed. Vincent, got incognito, the main lion, Eugene. Lil came through real heavy-handed today. Thank you so much, Lil, for the 50 and the 20. Shout out to you. Thank you, Zook, Eugene, L. Nix. Who else? Tokyo Traveler and Sydney. All right. I love y'all. I thank y'all. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all later. I gotta go though. All right. And if something else comes to me that I want to passionately talk about, I'm going to talk about it, y'all. I've been having a lot on my heart lately. But I'm going to see y'all later. We out. Peace.